Hey guys, so this is my post-home video, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into it. So the five dimensions of wellness for me have totally changed since being on this trip. The intellectual one taught me that not every culture is like ours, and I found that out the hard way through the toilets and the drainage system. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously though, through the people and the different customs there, it really taught me that not every culture is like the American culture, and that was really eye-opening for me for my first time being out of the country. The impact physically was definitely the walking for me. I beat my Fitbit stats from the States, which I was really proud of, but it was definitely a big change from walking here than it was in Ikaria because there was a lot of hills and steps and climbing. My spirituality, I became a lot closer to God. I became a lot closer to my religion by really meditating and being able to go out on the beach early in the morning and looking at the water and the mountains and everything. And it really helped me get in touch with my spirituality. It emotionally impacted me and helped me cope with my stress better and more effectively because I learned how to live day by day and not just like, what do I have to do next week type thing. And finally, for the social part, the festival was definitely eye opening for me because I was able to interact with classmates and new people with, you know, food, drinking, and dancing. And it was just a really great environment to be in. And I was really happy to experience that. And it really helped me open up socially. This is my chart for the total steps walked, the miles walked, and the sleep duration. And I don't know if you guys can go back in and pause this or something because the font kind of messed up on my laptop and I couldn't really get it to get bigger. But those are my steps, and everything drastically changed from when I was in the States to being in Ikaria by a lot. Um, what I plan on to start doing here is I plan to start taking things one at a time, not all at once like I usually do. I'm always trying to think of, I have to weight lift, I have volleyball practice, I have this job I have to work this day, but then I have to make it to my second job by the end of the day and school, and I'm just going to really try to do one thing at a time and not try to rush. I'm really going to try to not like rush through my days. I'm really going to take one day at a time, enjoy my meals a lot more because we learned that, it takes them 3 hours to make a meal, and, it puts a lot of love into it, and you get to talk to people and be social with people, and that's what makes the meal so great, and to take happiness in the simple things. A statement of my professional philosophy for motivating future clients would be not to stress about things that cannot be helped at the moment. You're stuck in 5 o'clock traffic. You really can't help that. Might as well find a decent radio station and just kind of like relax a little bit because you're not going anywhere. And there's no point to stress about it because that doesn't help anything. And to take happiness in the simple things. Um, I would say that I did meet my goals, steps, miles, everything like that. I totally shattered those records that I set for myself. I really met my spirituality goal. I really felt closer to God when I was looking out at the water and the mountains and everything, and it really made me happy to know that I overcame a lot of those goals that I had set for myself. And they kind of came at random times, like whenever I was swimming through the cave and I got a little nervous. I got really anxious actually, and I just knew that God was going to help me through it, and he was going to, make sure I got there safely and, unharmed and everything, and he did. um and whenever I was at the festival, it was really amazing to see how I was interacting with people and everything like that because I'm usually not that social. And I really felt my dad there with me in the festival because there was wine and food and people and dancing. And I know he would have just loved it and loved everything about it. And it was amazing. My group's video footage impacted my learning because I got to meet new people and I was influenced by a different custom, new habits, food, and living in general. These people live such a great lifestyle, and it's amazing to see how they take stress every single day and how they, just like do all the things that they do every day, from working out to running their own businesses to just living in general. And it's amazing. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for the opportunity to go on this trip. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Thank you guys so much for, picking me to go on the trip. I know we didn't fill all the spots, but it still meant a lot to me that you guys chose me to go on the trip. And I had the time of my life, and it wouldn't have been the same without you guys. So thank you so much.